So what is a matrix? Matrix are the two-dimensional homogeneous data structure. So here the data that we'll put is the homogeneous one. A matrix is a rectangle arrangement of number in row and column. In a matrix, as we know, rows are the one that run horizontally and column are the one that run vertically. Now, let's see how to create that. So we'll use the function called matrix. Okay, so matrix is the function that we'll use for creating the matrix data structure. So we'll pass how many number of rows and how many number of column we want to have in the matrix. This is important point. We have to remember that by default matrix is of column wise order. So let's see how we'll create a matrix here. So for that, vector has been taken. The number of row and number of column that will define, and the matrix will be created by row as true. Okay, so inside the matrix function, we use a vector, and we convert that particular vector into number of rows and number of columns. So we have different argument to the function called matrix. Now inside the matrix, first we'll take the element. So we have taken the element in the form of a vector. So this is a vector we have taken. Now we define number of rows and number of column with the n row and n column. This is the argument that we have to put inside the matrix, and then we have to, by default the matrix are in column wise order. So this parameter decided how to arrange the matrix. So generally this is by default. If it will not write by row as true, then it will be by default as a column wise. So because we have written here row wise as true, then it will be row wise. So how many parameters are there in the matrix function? We have the element we have in the form of vector. Then vector will be divided into number of rows and number of column. And the row y will be true means we first arrange it into the row wise. Now, what we do is we'll print A. So A is our matrix that need to be printed. Now let's run this. Now you see 3 rows and 3 columns are there, and 1 2 3 are in the row wise. Now one row will be created, then another row, and then another row. If I'll not use this as true, then it will go column wise. So let's see that also. Now you see the column wise has been created. So 1 2 3 will be one column, 4 5 6 another column, 7 8 9 another column. So this is my column wise arrangement, and this is my row wise arrangement. So I think you understood how we'll create the matrix here. So by default, it is of column wise. If you want to make it as a row wise, that you can do very easily.